Okay, I'm broadcasting now, live from my creation bubble. You know, this camera always looks kind of tilted, and I wonder if I look tilted. I am tilted. But I'm going to sit here for a minute. I've got most of my supplies out. I've got my glue pot and my glue skillet and my glue gun on. And we're going to see, I should show up here. Oh, that's different. Anyway, I thought I'm trying to get my iPad up so I can see comments. But it doesn't seem to want to play with me tonight, so we'll just wait a minute and see if anybody comes in. Hi, Shelly. How are you? Hi, Laura. Why is this not working tonight? I do not know. Well, Lord knows I didn't punch that button. I'm sorry I'm right up on the camera, but I'm trying to figure out. Oh, there we go. And I even remembered to mute the iPad. So, except with the remote in the way, so I couldn't see the comments when I was. How have you been, Shelly? I haven't talked to you for a while. I don't have a lot of glittery stuff, but you know what? I'm working with blues tonight. Where are they at? And I know this is from the Christmas section, but what the heck, right? I had to get out a little sparkle. So we may use some of this. I don't know yet. I am doing great. Well, yeah, I'm doing great. The tab bar went wonderful, and all that did, though, was give me feeling down in my legs and feet, so now they hurt. I guess they probably always hurt, but I just didn't know it. So I went to the doctor today, to the foot doctor, who said, well, it's a PAD, or what is it, peripheral artery thing, so you need to talk to the vein doctor, which was hilarious because the vein doctor sent me to the foot doctor. So I'm like, okay, whatever. You guys can figure it out. It's like where your bunion's at. I call it my non-bunion bunion pain. And right now I'm just kind of treating it with lidocaine patches and pain medication. So I go see her next Monday, and then she'll hopefully take the stitches out of my leg joint, please. Hi, Patricia. How are you? And then I will tell her that, no, the foot doctor says it's your problem, and then we'll go from there. Because I've already been to my primary doctor, and the vein doctor is the one that fixed, when they messed up, they fixed it. And then, so I have to go back to the pain doctor, the vein doctor, to have the stitches taken out. And then Thursday I go back to the heart doctor so they can run their test and tell me I'm doing good. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited. I saw a message on my phone. I got a new phone, and I don't understand this. Message on my phone. Wow. Maybe that's because, like, the only people that I have 4 people that got on my messaging, and it sent me a message that I was live, and I clicked on it and it opened it right up. Laura, I've been doing this for years, so you fix one thing, you break another, so no big deal. Anyway, so we're going to work on the 24-inch grapevine. Usually I do 12-inch. I've been known to do a 7-inch. And I did a custom order for a 14-inch, and that had been, so I have never worked with a 24-inch. So this is going to be a new thing for me tonight. I'm going to turn you over there. I had Mike come down and help me cut stems. Let me know if that lighting isn't good. We put more lighting up so I could see. And I think I have one too many electronic gadgets on. My lights keep blipping. But he hung a like a box light over top of me, and when I'm filming from when I'm filming from the iPad, that doesn't work. I'm too washed out, but I think it's going to work for the Grapevine. Ignore the mess in the background. My mess in here has started growing. It's halfway across my living room now of my supplies. So, and I have the flowers cut, and they're over here behind me. So I thought we'd wait a couple minutes. Maybe a couple more people would come, but oh well. What we're doing here is, once I get Mike rounded up, he's upstairs with Ryder right now. Linda has school tonight, or last night, I think, for this quarter. Yay! Then we get 2 weeks off. And then she goes, going to go back for another class, she said. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I swear that girls are professional students. Both my daughters are. They just keep continually taking classes and getting more certifications and degrees and things. But if that's what they want to do. Anyway, this is one of my most favorite colors. I am so wanting to make a peacock wreath too. And I'm gathering, and I've almost gathered everything, but that's going to be on a back burner for a while. Still. But I'm trying to get these all in my hands. This is what, I don't know if you guys can see because it's a different color on there, but it's kind of a teal. I have some of that. And then white I was a little short on, but I have one great big white. I call it maybe a hydrangea. I don't know. It didn't have a name on it. Hobby Lobby, a lady that worked at Hobby Lobby told me they do. This one did not. They just tell me how much they are. I go by if they're pretty. Then I thought we might need more white, and I haven't cut these apart yet, but these also came from Hobby Lobby. And see, they just tell me they're made in China and how much they cost. So, they're kind of, I don't know, they're kind of like a white daffodil, I guess. And then I've got a little bit, some smaller, darker flowers. These also, I think everything tonight came from Hobby Lobby. Usually I get my flowers at Dollar Tree, but they've been kind of slow on getting them in for the season. So I have some darker blues, some roses, and some of these here things. That's what we're going to call them. And then I'm like into succulent plants, and I thought about doing this one in succulents, but it's too big. I'll do a 12-inch. But I got these fuzzy leaf things. They're kind of, so I like those. So those are out here. And then I have some of these. I have some stray leaves that just happened to pop up. I don't know where they came from. Or leaves. Yeah, they're leaves. Anyway, I have these. Mike suggested I put them on together, not cut them apart. We'll see if I like his suggestion or not. I didn't know how many it would take for a 24-inch tree. And then, of course, these are from Dollar Tree. I don't even know. Nope, I take that back. These are from Walmart. Green Caladium pick. I just like the green and red flowers, or pink, whatever. And these are from Dollar Tree. now I'm in the right spot. I always have to have my pretty little sparkly flower leaves and my little berry things. I'm trying not. I've never had a blue skillet. I had a little teeny blue pot, and it wouldn't heat up. It was like trying to. I have to pull this a little closer. I guess I don't. And then here's the final thing I'm going to use tonight. I'm going to use this welcome sign. What I think I'm going to do is when I put it on, I'm going to put it on like right here. And then, because the way I design them, I do 1/2 of them. All of mine are like that. And so I'll be working on the left side, putting on the flowers. And then we'll attach the sign over here. And I don't have any bows or ribbons right now. Sometimes I put them on there, sometimes not. I'm going to hang this one outside where I had the flower that killed the hummingbird. So I didn't want to put something else up. So we're going to try this and see if we can spare the hummingbird. What was it? Hero saved the cheerleader. Well, I'm going to save the hummingbird. But anyway, and I think this sign actually, as I poke myself in the eye with why, there are little holes in it, and I put through floral wire. And then Michael helped me with, I got the new, it says beadsmith, but I call it a bead snip, so you'll know what I'm talking about. But I got one of the, I get so backwards. One of these to punch little holes in the metal, and this is a metal sign. So he came down, my hands weren't strong enough to punch it through, so he came down and snipped my flowers and snipped this. So some of these that are together may have to stay together, and we might just have to work with it from there. But anyway, I have two of these big flowers, one in the teal and one in the white. So I'm just going to start gluing and get started. I did put a piece, I am terrible about dripping glue. So I have no idea, Laura. I don't know if they allow you or not. I know that the two that I put the little notice on, I always share with yours with PT&L and Dream Design and Connect. Those are the ones I share with, because some of them have, some of them have that, oh, don't put a live here. We don't want to see lives. Okay. It's kind of hard to remember all the rules from all the different places. So I don't normally, he left these so long that I'm not quite sure. We're going to wing it. I'm trying to decide which way I want the leaves to go, because they're like all over the place. So anyway, I think we'll start with the two big ones, like right in the middle, and then we'll fill in around them. Thank you, Laura. But I'm going to we'll put these in, and then we'll start with the other flowers and fill in. So let's see if I'm talented enough to not burn the house down like I do with my solder iron and so forth. Hi, Joan. You're having a great day. Every time I say that, I watched an episode of Two Broke Girls, and it has Lindsay Lohan as a bride. She goes, I'm thinking. She changes her mind consistently. Guess it's not good if you dump your new glue skillet all the glue out, is it? I know some people think you should use something besides hot glue. However, that's what I have, and if it starts falling off, then I grab my E6000 and go in there and start right away gluing back. They are so rough on my wreaths here at the house. This one, of course, won't be on the door. So that's a good thing, because my door wreaths are forever losing their signs or their other attributes or embellishments that I put on them. I'm going to move this a little bit forward. I've got to turn it this way, but then I'll turn it back so you guys can see it. And I am not one, I did this with the last one I did. Hi, Catherine. But the last one I did, I put it all in there, the 14-inch, and I put it all in there, and then I went back and glued it. Oh, no. Never again. I just try to figure out where I want it, move it around until I'm happy while the glue's still in the gluey state. Help it with other things to help it hold up. And then I don't like to go back and glue later. I think I'll put a dark one there. And here's the trick. I know nobody knows. Well, I probably said it before. I have a little issue with similar colors, but Mike usually keeps me online. I'm like the type of person that needs for animals for clothing, so I'm sure they match, because I have red-green color blindness. So if two colors are too similar, then I think they're the same, or I'll call it the wrong thing. Like, I will swear to this day that we had some friends that had a brown station wagon. I'm good, Janet. How are you? You're good tonight? And they actually had a burgundy. And I said, no, that's brown. Why do you think it has a burgundy interior? To go with the brown. I tried to get things together. Usually, sometimes I'm not like all together. And that's the thing with the 12-inch ones. I get them from Dollar Tree, and you don't have these big brown things to hold them. I don't know if I'm going to do a bow or not, Laura. A lot of times I don't. Sometimes I do. But if I do, I'll come back and make one. I'll find the appropriate ribbons. I have so many things in bags right now, I don't even know which end's up. Here, I'm going to turn you around. Pardon my mess. Let me just show you. This is our living space. I share it with Michael. That's his chair over there. I'm going to turn you to in front of the TV because things are starting to swallow us. So we're trying to figure out a way to use the garage for organization. There are my craft items. And they're starting to come almost out to us. Then over here I have more. I have my 10-inch mesh there. I have 21-inch mesh there. And yeah. And I have several boxes and crates out in the garage. But we're trying to rearrange the garage now so that he's going to he put me up some, he used, what was it, PVC, I always say it backwards. My son-in-law yells at me. Anyway, put some of that pipe up so that I could cover the reeds and hang them. But now I decided I want him to get me some cubbies so that I can have little cubby holes to shove, like, maybe shove some mesh in, 10-inch mesh or 20, probably just a 10-inch. I have a lot of 21. The little gal I bought it from, she had a ton of it. I was afraid of Grapevine Wreaths, and I started making them, and I do too. But anyway, I've got to get it all out because she's got had a ton of Halloween, and I just picked up. She had one more box for me, and so I just went over and picked that tote up. And it had some decorations and some ribbon, and it even had a few 7 work forms, which I was so excited because I'm totally out of work forms almost. But should be getting some in. Has yours said yet? Well, yeah, I could do that, Laura Jean, but yeah, there's no more. Even if I moved him out of here, there is no more room in this poor little room to shove anything that I'll know that it'll be there. I have no idea. I get an order and then I look and then I go, okay, can't find it. Boom, I'm out to the store, out to Craft Outlet. Sometimes it's just difficult to decide what you want to use. I'll tell you right now. And it's also difficult when you put the wrong pair of clips away, I think. Or he was down here and clipped something else and took off of it. He does that too. Oh, here they are. Silly me for blaming him. I blame him for everything. It works, so I don't get in trouble. See if I can get this cut. All right, Shelly, you have a good day. You can watch the rest of it, or just look for. I'll get a picture out as soon as I can. You enjoy that visit with him. I just took my son to the airport yesterday at dark 30 in the morning, and sent him off to work for a week in North Carolina. And I'm kind of mad at him because he's going down there where they have all the great craft stores. And he won't go and he won't take a day and go and shop for me. I don't understand. Just doesn't seem right. Shop for your mom. I mean, Mother's Day's coming. Let's be real. Wow, I might have to get a hold of flowers. Just don't know. Oh, there's one. Did you use a lot of flowers for what is this? Ouch. Oh. I guess you're not supposed to pull that out. That's how I okay. Gotta do a thing here. Because I don't want to burn myself. I pulled the handle off the pot, which is not a good thing. Michael had stuck it in there. Not heat up. Now, if it starts cooling off, we'll figure something out. I don't even know how many flowers I'm going to put on this year. I do have more flowers in the bedroom. That's where I store them. Hi, Ann. How are you? Hi, Darlene. I got to take this thing off. I watched Regina Sellers doing something with hot glue once, and she said Band-Aids are really a great thing to keep in your toolkit. I just never remembered to get Band-Aids when I'm doing this stuff. I like this glue skillet. This is a good glue skillet. See, we want that to stick out, so we're just going to put that blue flower there really good. You know, sometimes I'm going to get rid of those. I think the glue is, darn it. Of course, malfunction. Thank you, Laura. You know, I just put together what I think looks pretty. Isn't that silly? I don't have a custom order. I better put one on my phone. Oops. I don't know what I'm going to do with that man of mine. I don't know. Hopefully it's still going. It's not going right. I also bought a blow dryer so I can blow all these little spider web glue things away. Hopefully. So did you guys have a great day? It was warm here. It's about 85. It's kind of like we went from 40 and 50 up to 85. There was no spring. I like the chill. That's why I like fall better than spring, because the chill, I like the chill in the air. You know? I really do. And Arlene DeJong, if you watch this or if you're with us, this is the glue pot that I was speaking of. The one that I told you to go look for the Brentwood. That's that's that glue skillet right there. There you go, over there. I like that. Never went to a floral designing school, so I'm not a real pro at this yet. And I've never actually done one where I've used all big stemmed flowers before either. So that's a new thing for me too. You almost need like a bigger flower. I noticed that I don't have a lot of greenery in there. I'm going to have to get some. I did Sean's flower box. It's about a 7-foot flower box out in front of his house. I kind of cheated him on flowers, but I figure he doesn't care as long, and they'll blow away anyway if I'm not careful. So because I use the wet foam from Dollar Tree and I secure it down in his flower box, because when he bought the house last August, the lady next door was complaining because the neighbors put clay pots in there and never watered them, so the flowers died. So then there were these nasty dead flowers. So of course, first thing I did was take out the nasty dead, and they were real plants. I took them out and tossed them. And I said, you know what? It's not worth to hear the lady next door complain. I'll just put fake ones in. And that's what he did. And I was kind. I went over there and finally changed out his St. Patrick's Day wreath into a red, white, and blue one. It has a Uncle Sam hat on it, but I did not put the 4th of July decorations on it yet. I'll take those over mid-June and put them up, and then I'll go over about mid-July and take them off. It's kind of like, that way it's functional until I can get him his fall one made, or his Thanksgiving one, whichever I decide to do for him there. It depends on my mood. Well, actually, no, I can't wait that long. I'm going to do this easel. I think I got this one at Joann's. And it's just a little artist easel, because I needed something for the wreaths to set them up. So because the decorations look so much different. And I'm looking at this from the front, guys, so I'm not going to fill around the back, because it's going to be right up against my garage. Or my wall to my garage, by my door. Need more flowers. I thought I had a good amount, but apparently might have to put a bow on the bottom to cover the... No, that wouldn't look right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to pretend like we have strength in our arm and our hands. Maybe. Maybe we are. I was going to say, we talked about this once before. My clippers were gone and I almost blamed it on Mike again, but I may have to call him down here. Oh, nope. When there's a will, there's a way. Gotta get some of this teal down in here. Otherwise it won't look right. I like those roses. And remember, I did get these at Hobby Lobby because, I don't know, that's just like one of my favorite colors. Oh yeah, I answered that. I'm sorry, I was like looking. Oh no. Now where are you at, Patricia? Are you down south? Oh yeah. It does make it makes the grapevines much easier to work with. Hi Carrie. I'm doing good today. Um it does make it, and like I said, then of course I have that I have that graduation wreath over there, and I was supposed to get a sign, and then the lady never replied back to me because I had to have it had welcome on it when I saw it, and I asked her, can you put congratulations on it? And she said, okay, give me 2 days, and I gave her 6, and then I kind of like was fed up, so I put it together, and then she said, ooh, sorry, my bad, because I asked her about it, so now I'm going to get the sign in a couple days. Oh, no, sorry, Esther. I don't know if it's mine. Is anybody else freezing up? I was going to say, I don't know ever if it's mine or if it's from the other end, because it's not these freezing up here. What? The freezing up, or they tell you something and then it doesn't happen? Yeah, I thought you were kind of down south. We were in, not last winter, but the winter before, we were in Panama City Beach, Florida. I watched some Alabama TV. Okay. I watched some Alabama TV all the time. I don't remember what station it was. That was one of our things we could pick up on the digitals. They had a couple of channels in Panama City, but they, one of them we got out of, I can't even remember what it said in Alabama, what we got out. Because, yeah, I don't know. We were there for like 6 months. Well, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, almost 6 months. And that 2 winters ago, it was really warm and humid. And I've decided I can't do humidity. Florida is not for me. I can't do humidity. But where do you go where it's warm, where it's not humid, you know? Of course, my grandparents, oh my God. Michael's parents own a house that's 2 blocks from the beach down there. So I can't imagine why it's humid all the time. It didn't get a lot of rain either. It was just from the ocean. And then in March, the pine pollen comes out. And when we had gone down then, no, we had gone down in the spring before that. And I was watching my daughter's dog and had so many allergies, the dog did, that I was like, I can't take her again. She's going to not be able to breathe. So my daughter got her dog back, and then my daughter moved to Kansas. So I might have to go get some other flowers. Yeah. Kind of worried here. Realize how many. I need to get bigger flowers, I think, because you use the smaller one on the smaller wreaths. I make those up. I have some. My son-in-law's his grandparents are both. One's in an assisted living, and then Bill's in a nursing home. And the smaller ones work really well for them because they don't have a lot of room. So I made Nona one for her door. And then I made Bill one. Well, I've actually made Bill 2 now for inside in his room. I guess that's where they have them. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. And then she's my greatest person. I love her. I love Nona. She I made a custom ordered Kansas City Royals wreath for one of the nurses at Bill's nursing home. So I was very impressed. I like that. I had a good time. Which reminds me, Alicia, if you come on here, I am working very hard on your crowns, and I'm hoping to have those in the mail by the end of the week. I want to cover them with laminate and so forth. Please turn it backwards. I don't like that. I have several projects. Those boxes in the floor, those are what I call my look, I'm looking at the camera and I'm looking there for I flowers. I forgot what I was saying. Sorry. I was trying to multitask and decide if I liked where this stopped here, down at the bottom. And then add more to the top. Can you all see it? There's an Air Force base supposedly down there in Panama City Beach called Tyndall, but I don't know where it's at. Because my husband is retired military, and I was having a heck of a time trying to get my medicines. We were going to try to go to the base and get them, and I finally just ordered them through their mail order. It wasn't worth trying to figure out where I was. Well, and when we went down, I had never been down there. Mike had been down there once because they've had the place since like '96. And so neither one of us knew really what we were doing. And at that time, I wasn't using my phone. I was using a Garmin. And it wasn't updated. Don't ask me. I don't remember. Or I wasn't impressed. One of the two. I can't believe I just have all these flowers. I'm thinking, once again. But yeah, no, Panama City Beach was nice. And we went down into Panama City quite a bit. But, and my nephew actually lives in Panama City. And, I mean, we didn't mind it. It's just so humid. And then the pine pollen is just a killer. I didn't even know that it would bother me. And then everything, when everybody was getting ready to leave, because that's when we went down I think we went down in the 1st of April and came back in May. But a lot of people were like, yeah, I had to like wipe my car off. I go, yeah, it's really dusty. They said, no, that's pine pollen. So it's like, all right then. Can't decide if that looks like a mess. I may have to go back in there and grab some other color. I didn't want to. I think I picked up all the blue and the teal that I had because I was thinking bigger flowers would make a bigger, a bigger pretty, but apparently I was mistaken. I hate these what do you call them, spider web things? That's what my husband calls them. He's always picking at them. That's why I bought the cheap little hairdryer. I have another one of these, but I'm not sure how that will work out. They're so droopy. I got one of these. I can get in there too. Don't you hate it when you have to like glue string? Well, I call it, I don't know what oh yeah, I do. I live in Nebraska. We go down to his mom's place in Florida, but I just live here in the good old cornfields of Nebraska. We've been back here now, let's see, Melinda's been about 24 years, 25 years. I'm sorry, I must have missed it. Oh, I did. I missed a question. I'm sorry. Do we want to add a little sparkle? Do we want to add a little sparkle? Do we want to add a little green? That's too much. Is that okay? You have to laugh. I cut these and I put them back in my flower bin, or my flower rack, and then I get them out and I go, oh, look, these don't have all flowers on them. I'm going to get something to hang these on my wrist because I keep losing them. I throw them on my couch. But the puppy Lambert is outside out back. She loves outdoors. And, but when she's down here, I'll tell you what, she will take them and run off. I find them in the garage. She likes to hide everything in the garage. So we kind of leave the garage door open for her to go out there. To have some running room. Especially when it was winter. She didn't get to go out. The backyard is nothing but weeds. Well, creeping Charlie. And so the weeds get they take over, and then so in the winter it's just mud. And then the kids are upstairs and they complain when she comes in with muddy feet. Of course, their dog, which is a great big lab chow, he has to go out with her because it's not fair, he thinks, for her to go out by herself. And she wants him with her. She's 10 to 13 pounds and he's 70. Oh, take him off the couch. I have sat on him before, let me tell you. One night we couldn't find the remote, and I was kind of underneath me. In my defense, I have a pillow behind me for my back, so it wasn't like I was sitting on them and couldn't feel it. I have kind of a bony rear end. I think I was telling them last time on here. I'm built kind of like Mr. Krabs off of SpongeBob. Not quite Patrick, because I have little bitty arms and little bitty legs. So I'm built kind of like SpongeBob, or Mr. Krabs. I said, oh, I guess I'm Mrs. Krabs. And I said, ooh, I don't want to say that. That sounds terrible. That's, you know, explain Mrs. Krabs. Although I used to call my kid, I don't remember what show it came from, but I used to call my kids crab nasties when they were little. Ooh, why are you a crab nasty? Yeah, I'm going to do that, guys, just because I'm weird. Just a little touch. I don't remember if it was... well, you know, Lamba did that too. That's my dog's name. And her favorite item is an ink pen. And I don't know how many ink pens I've bought at the Dollar Tree. You know, I keep buying those packages. It's like every week I have to get new ones because she'll just chew them up. She doesn't chew up the ink thing. She just wants the plastic on the outside. Hopefully she'll get over that soon because hopefully her teeth will... I don't know when they quit doing their teeth. Thank you, Laura. I don't know when they finish getting their teeth, but all I know the other day is I don't remember if I was laying on the couch or laying on the bed, and she was being polite, and she brought me like her bully stick. I don't know if any of you know what a bully stick is, but yeah, they don't smell very good when a dog has been chewing on it. Kind of nasty smelling. Because it's made out of a certain cow part that cow uses to make other cows with. And yeah, it didn't smell very good, and I was just kind of asleep, and I'm like, ooh, get that out of my nose. And she likes to share things like that. I just hope she doesn't ever catch a critter, because she'll want to share that, and I'm not sure I'm into my miniature dachshund that I had before her, Chloe. I remember one time we came home and we found unfortunately, an expired squirrel in our bedroom. And then when Melinda was younger, she had hamsters. And the hamster got out of its cage. And of course, I know Chloe didn't like kill her but a hamster scares real easily when it's like out. And that kills them. And I came home and I'm like, what's that? What's that? What's that? Because there was something on my pillow and of course I couldn't see. So I leaned right down almost onto it. And guess what? It was the hamster. And she had laid her on my pillow for me and spread her all out nice and pretty. I'm like, oh, thank you, Chloe. But, and that's the only hamster I kind of got attached to because I had to take care of that one. After that, we didn't get any more hamsters. She had two hamsters, and the cage got knocked over, and when it was kind of funny, one of them got out and got excited by the dogs and expired. But the other one, because we looked and looked and we couldn't find him, the other one was actually up. We had like a hamster thing, and it was up in the exercise bubble at the top, and it was too fat to get back down. So it was still there because it could not get out. It was trapped. Where do you get more steel? I'm running out of flowers. I may have to add on to this after I go back to Hobby Lobby. I was just there today, but I was trying to be so good. All I wanted to do was get letters and Velcro. And I got a little more than that, but not too much. He ended up, I wish my clip burned down. It's still in the truck because we got home right in time to watch Raider. And, I hear my dog at the door. But anyway, it's like a stand. It's like a metal stand with it has a bird. It's not quite a lantern. It's not quite a planter. I don't know. I just know it was on sale and I liked it. I've been wanting to do a lantern, so we'll have to figure out how I'm going to do that. If I'm going to put deco on it, or if I'm just going to go with the flowers, or what. Now, if I made a bow and put it up here, but would that be? Do you think a bow would be too much with this sign? If I put this sign like right here, do you think a bow at the top would look okay? Or do you think I need to? Oh, well, I hope he's okay, Joan. Tell him to get better. I have to hit the button that says see more. Oops. Don't do that. We will. We'll have a good night. You tell him to get better and to relax. And you take care of him. Do you think it needs a bow or more flowers at the top, Laura? What are you thinking? I'm usually just a flower person. I'm not good at bows yet. I don't have more. I want like a big blue flower or something. Really don't have the option because I ran out. You know, what's going on my laptop? It's like oh, there we go. I was going to say, in the laptop, I'm just like losing it. Do you think I need to add more flowers at the top, though? I don't have any more big ones. I mean, with my tea glass, or we'll have it on top of the. I do have another one of, like, I have one of these. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go. I have one of those. And then I have, I guess this one might work up there. I have one of these. Just add the sign. Yeah, that's easier said than done this one. Okay, I'm going to turn this right here. Usually mic's down when I put the signs on. And I can hold it. It's getting less camera shy. I used to be camera shy. Don't get me on film. Don't get me on film. Don't get me on film. But the other day he was just like fed up with everything. He said, never mind. Just do it. Do whatever you have to do. Because I think we were over at Sean's doing something. And I said, you're going to be in the picture. And he said, oh, well. I said, all right. That's all the permission I need, dude. He's kind of crabby today. Because so that you all know, too. To the front, like this, higher. Well, I haven't got it in there. I was thinking like there. Is that high enough or higher than that? To the front. To the front of what? Like that? Like that? Like that, Patricia? Up here? This is good right here? I was trying to get it to go so that it's secure better. Okay, I have to take it off of the because these just aren't behaving. I doubled it. Maybe I shouldn't have doubled it. All right. All right, next time we'll put the sign on before we go online because I'm going to look like crazy before I'm done here. Good idea, Laura. Good idea. Well, that and the fact that once I get the wire through there, I can't tell exactly where I'm at. The reason I use these little holes up here at the top is because that had a hanger on it, and it had the hanger. Well, anyway, I took the hanger off because I didn't like that, and so I just used the little holes that was up there for that. You can tell I'm not real good with the sign. You learn as you go. I will secure that better around back. So I'll probably make sure. All right, can you guys see it? Does that look okay? Hi, Mindy. I didn't see you on. Sorry, I kind of got into how do you play with a grapevine. I do that with Mike too. He'll be sitting here talking to me. I'll go, "Are you talking to me?" Not because I'll be sitting here making a wreath. I'm like really into it, and so we have to have him come down here and tighten it up. That's what happens when you have carpal tunnel surgery and it doesn't work. You have no grip. And lately I've had no coordination. But I have feeling. So we're half through the battle. And I'll secure it better. I'm just going to get it on there for now so you guys can see what it looks like. Maybe. Do a lot of this by feel. Yeah, I'll tighten it up and I'll move it up just a tad. No idea. Okay, I'll secure that a little bit. But anyway, so there we go. Do you think I need any more down here or at the top? I've been in that position where I've had to work late. But I was salaried, so. Okay, guys, what do you think? Does it need more? Or is it okay? Thank you, Mindy. I love these are my color. I love the green and the blue, the teal. In fact, when I looked for signs, I thought I had a peacock. And I was going to try to put a peacock on it, but you think so? You think so, Laura? You should see. Talk about overkill. I made a saddle for my parents' grave. I don't even know if my son and my husband don't go with me. I don't even know how I'll get it out of the box to put it up on top of the gravestone because it is so huge. I'm hoping it fits. Yeah, I'm going to secure this a little bit. Well, it's pretty secured. I'm going to do something to trim the wires off in the back. And I might put a spot of glue back there. Thank you, Laura. I don't know. Usually I go with do half. Well, do I have any down? I guess I have the little blue one. We've been moving things. There was one hanging right there where the garage one is, but might have to use this little guy though, because I don't want him to just I don't want him to, feel lonely. Actually, I have several of these little guys, so maybe they won't. These would look good, actually. Like I said, I want to do one that's succulents. Hen and chickens are one of my favorite things. Do you think it needs a bow, Christy? But these would look good with succulents. I'm never going to do that. I can't get hens and chickens. I used to get them when I lived in Missouri growing up. They would take off. But every one of them I get here. Add the bow down here. Oh, these little flowers. Like down here. Yeah, good. But yeah, hens and chickens. So I started collecting fake hen and chickens. A plant that you're not supposed to kill. I bought some last year. Of course, I left them out all winter, but we used to leave them out all winter at home, back down home. And they're like, yeah, they're like little prickly. They're not coming back. But then I thought Sean's peonies weren't coming back. And I do say peonies. People in Nebraska usually say peonies. We've had fights about that for the 20 years I've lived here. But now the neighbor lady who's more into flower, knows more about flowers than I do, she said you cut your peonies all the way down to the ground until they're about like 2 or 3 inches. And I said, really? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay. So I cut them all the way down. And I thought, then we went over there, and then they weren't blooming or they weren't green enough. And I thought, uh-oh. But when I went back over there Sunday, like I said yesterday, to take him to the airport, and those things have sprung up. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. So you really think that's enough? Okay. Well, I don't know. And the only reason there's been the biggest argument since I've lived here in Bellevue is because they used to have a little amusement park for children, for like smaller children, like big kids wouldn't want to go, but they had like a little roller coaster train and a little, and I said, when we first moved back up here, I said, where's Peony Park? And they said, oh no, it's Peony Park. Okay. Yeah, I do have some. Let's see what I got. I have some of this. And then I have these green and pink leaves. Then I have a bush like this. And I have a bush like this. Are you thinking I need greenery like at the bottom or at the top? Hi, Karen. Add some on the bottom near the bush. Which one? Do you care? Like one of these pick things? Maybe this one? Let's look. I have to turn it back around towards you. I gotta make sure these crap. Sorry, I spilled my tea. Not tragically, just a little bit. This one? I don't remember which the first one is because I went and I spilled my tea. But that's okay. Dog will come and look at that. Let me see how I want to put it in there. I might have to cut this. Like, kind of like that, you think? You might be able to see it here. I'll turn it. Kind of like that. I'm going to cut some of this stem. Thinking we don't need that much stem. If I can. I might not be able to. Alright. Right up there, yelling. See how I can get the stem up here? Make it incognito. Go up. This way? Like this? You don't like this one? Alright. Here's the other one. do you think of it like that? Oh, you can't see. Hang on. Sorry. Can you see it? I don't know what's the best way to show you. Do you like that one? Should make Mike come down and cut it. Okay, I'm putting you back up here. Sorry. I hate to do that because it makes me seasick when I do it to me. You think, okay, I keep seeing the yes, 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 but I don't know what I'm doing when I see the yes, yes, yes. Like that? You think? I don't know if that's a new yes. And we have to put bottom in first, like this. The one you have right in the middle under the blue flower on the bottom. I didn't put glue on it, so. Like that? Okay. Now I have to put glue on it. Well, I have to put glue on it. I didn't have glue on it. That's why. And my poor little glue pot's not getting hot because it's not all the way plugged in. Oops. Well, off of there, you nasty thing you. It's like a big booger. Or maybe it's into the flower. Sorry. Alright. I'm letting it drip for a minute. Let's see, which direction do we have it? Like this? See, this looks like a big paper came off the bottom or something. Alright, I give up. I'm not going to play with it anymore. So if I keep playing with it, I'm going to have glue everywhere. Okay. Flowers this way, this way. This way. Is that up far enough? Okay, wherever. Shouldn't have used. Oh no, I'm sticking it. I'm not into. Push it up more. That's as far up as it's gonna go. All right. Let me move this stuff out of the way. That way we won't be confused. How's that? Spread it out. I should spread it, guys. How's that? I only have that white one. The other one I showed you. So I put one up there somewhere. It's kind of at the top. It's kind of below. Amongst those flowers. I'm sorry I was using that to The only one I have, and I've moved them all together, and I don't know what I have at all. This is the only other one I have, the pick one. It's this one here. I was getting everything. See, that's why they can't turn me loose with like solder irons and things, because I do dumb stuff. Now they'll be taking away my glue pot and my glue gun. No, you don't like that one, do you? Do you, Laura? So you think that's good like that? I love those flowers. And I have these little fuzzy ones. I don't think that one will look right either. I think you're right. So, do you think we're done? Thank you, Laura. Kind of like it too. Although I'll remember next time when I go for a 24-inch, we're going to have to use bigger and more flowers. Put it there and see. No. You mean this thing? I don't think it would look right. I don't know. I don't think that'll look right. Well, I don't know. Maybe it does. Do you like that one up there? What's next to me? I'm looking at the wrong camera. Yeah. More greenery, much more. I have these fuzzy ones. I have these white flowers. I have another fuzzy one. And then I have this droopy thing. I'd take this one out. I don't like it. Yeah, these are very... Oh, that's just leaves on a stick. I put a headless stick with leaves on it. Oops. Yeah, I thought I bought a whole bunch of flowers. I thought I was doing good, but apparently, well, I bought other colors. Got a good sale at Joann's the other day. The fuzzy one. This one. Let's see. I'm thinking if we do the fuzzy one, though, we're gonna have to cut some of it off. Because maybe just that many. You think? Oh, yes, the next time. Yes, definitely more flowers. Like I said, 12 inches is usually what I work with. And it seems to take nothing to fill those up, so. Do you guys have like boxes full of hearts of flowers? Because I do. What about, does that look good? I was trying to see, I think I hear the garage door, but. Do you think that looks good? Do you like it? More white up top. This is all the white I have. Unless I use, what do I do with them? I got them. I swear I just cut them. Since I swear I just cut some of these things. And I could stick some of those in there. Or Ooh. Did you like that? You want me to put the fuzzy ones on, right? I didn't glue them. Okay. Ah, that wasn't smart. One of our I got glue on the leaf. Now my fingers are glued together. Oh. And the white flower. This one. Not the Good. I should just drape this around at Halloween for webs. It's crazy. All right. Oh, it's okay. How's that look? It just didn't feel quite there. Is this one good? Now, are we good now, do you think? So I'm kind of liking it. What do you guys think? Okay. I'm going to stop because I'll go around until we get, till we have the whole circle done. And I don't like that because I like to see grapevine when I make a grapevine. I don't like to cover the whole thing. It's kind of like when I first started doing burlap. I thought you should leave the burlap, and now people make the burlap and then they cover it all up. I like to see some of the burlap. But anyway, I'm gonna throw that away. All right, look at that. Not too shabby. Just a little over an hour. Woohoo! I might burn myself. Nah. All right. Well, let's see. Let's turn it back towards the front. And by the way, I got this grapevine. Well, Mike picks them out. He, I don't have good sense according to him. But we actually got this on sale at Joann's, I believe. We had a good sale the other day at Joann's. I didn't even buy mesh. That's like amazing because usually when they have a sale like that, they have mesh on sale, and they did. But I didn't buy any. I was like, probably not. I might. This was actually going to go out front, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'll not list it right now, and I'll take it to the farmer's market in June when I go. I got to get that reservation in, and I'll hang it. And if somebody acts interested in it, now I have a grapevine on Etsy, but actually I have several. I have a big one, like a 14, I think it's a 4 or 16-inch one, and then I have several small ones because I made the small ones because here it's not a real high fancy economy. I mean, there are those, but most people are military or young military or farmers or so I was trying to keep it all down reasonable because I think it would sell better. So I just made the 12-inch ones and kept them under $20 so that people or young children could buy it. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Mindy. Thank you, Patricia. Thank everybody else that's watching. I think I'm going to go hang it out front first. I'll make sure I secure it so it doesn't blow away. Actually, I forgot to look. Mike went to Goodwill the other day. Let me move my camera. Mike went to Goodwill the other day, him and Nick. Maybe that was yesterday too, or the day before. and they actually found 2 or 3 wreaths in a wreath form. And one was a burlap one, and I made one almost like that for a friend. And I'm like, I need to go look at the pictures. Is that my burlap wreath out down there that he's buying back? But it wasn't, I don't think. Anyway, but I know it wasn't because the burlap's stiff. Night, Patricia, thanks for joining us, and thanks for helping me decide what I needed. But yeah, the burlap was stiff, so I don't know what they sprayed it with. It was like, but anyway, I'm probably going to remove it and just keep the ring. Because I thought the burlap might be good at first. But anyway, I'll go ahead. I'm going to get off of here because on my TV behind the, over here on the left, WWE's on. Thank you, Paula. So, I have to go watch those hard bodies that are young. But actually, I'm just kind of listening to see. They had a pay-per-view last night that I sat here in a stupor watching. Thank you, Laura. Thank you for being here, guys. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody on the replay. If you ever have any questions, just message us. We'll get back to you as soon as you can. I'm going to go for now. Go see my grandson, see if my daughter came home. And we'll see you in a couple days. Everybody take care. Bye.